Penelope. Penelope is our fraternity house pig, and she loves everybody. And if you had shoelaces on your shoes, she would open them up for you. Penelope came to us when she got tossed away because she wasn't a cute little piggy anymore. She got a little bit chunky. She's a very, very sweet pig. She doesn't, come here Penelope, come over here. She doesn't want to be a pig, she wants to be a person or a dog. Come here Penelope. And her favorite thing to eat is her watermelon. Look at Penelope. And she truly, truly loves her watermelon. And I often say on many times how fast it takes for Penelope to eat a watermelon. But listen to that sound. That's DT. DT likes to be part of everybody that comes into this room. But Penelope likes to sleep with the cats, and the cats love Penelope. And she snuggles into her bed at night, and she'll crawl under her blankets. And DT, come over here. She'll crawl under her blankets, and next thing you know, there'll be a cat snuggled right in next to her. What's there, DT? Huh? You want some watermelon and she's not giving you any watermelon? Huh? She makes quite the mess when she has her watermelon. And I haven't taught her how to mop the floor yet, but she does a pretty good job of cleaning it up. So it's very sad because she was raised with people, and so she thinks she's a person, and she has no use for other pigs at all, which makes it hard to find her a companion. But I guess here she has lots of cats and the guinea pigs and the tortoises, so she seems to be pretty happy. And her day is never complete without the watermelon.
Wow, that tortoise is huge.
Yep, that's Tootsie. Tootsie came to us as a baby, and Tootsie weighed, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 pounds at the most when he came to us. And we have to crawl in this way because tortoises are very powerful. And when Tootsie was littler, he used to be up in the kitchen, and he would get under a chair, and if you were sitting in the chair next to me, and your chair was moving across the room, with the tortoise was taking you for a ride. So this is Tootsie and this is Teddy, and Teddy was found wandering in one of the next towns over by himself. Somebody must have taken him in or had him as a baby, and then either he escaped. They're extremely powerful. They can shred a chain link fence and get out. So whether or not he escaped or someone just didn't care enough and they let him go, I'm not quite sure. He does love his fruit. What, a strawberry? They have to have proper UV, there you go. Have to have proper UV lighting and heat lighting. This time of year they spend the entire winter inside. And you want a grape cookie? And once the summer comes, we have a paddock with a really secure wire fence, and they go outside, and they're outside with the goats and the one pony, and they just spend all day milling around the grass and eating and eating. Tootsie's going to have some grapes over there because that's his favorite trait. I would want to have that, reach over that giant shell to get a grape. It seems like it's a lot of work, but Tootsie adores his grapes. He's actually been up to Cornell twice. He has his little beak, as they call it, has a split. And the beak can split all the way up to the nasal cavity from what I'm told. So we just keep monitoring it, and so far it hasn't split. If it splits high enough, they actually staple it. But it's maintained where it has. And he just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. When he's full grown, I will not be able to carry him. But right now I still can.
Can you tell the difference between like their personalities, like
Tootsie's very, very laid back, yes. Teddy is more, well, and he's a lot younger too. Teddy's much more aggressive. He will actually fight with Tootsie if they're in a really close proximity outside and they want to be in the same, if they want to go in the same house. The kitties like to come in here with us also. The kitties think when the fresh hay comes in that this is as much their play yard as anyone else's.
I should climb over.
Sure, you can climb over, yep. Well, unfortunately, there's no gate, because if there was a gate, they could push it open. And then, not that they haven't been loose and they couldn't possibly they couldn't do anything. They wouldn't hurt anybody. Is that too cold? That was a cold grape, he said. I didn't want a cold grape. Mom, you should have warmed it up for me. But tortoises are actually very amazing. He goes outside and he finds in the summer a little natural stream that's in their little paddock there. And he just digs and digs and buries himself in the water and the mud, which they're a desert tortoise. I don't know. Hi there. They're a desert tortoise, so I don't know exactly why he likes the water so much. Right? This is Hutch. Hutch was born in this room here, and he has all kinds of respiratory problems and asthma problems, and, right? You're a good boy. And the tortoises also love their kale. And in the summer or in the winter months, they have their kale. They only get fruit a couple of times a week, but they get kale and a head of romaine every single day. So they have quite big appetites. Right, Toots? I don't know. Let's see if we can get Tootsie to... Can I get you the right spot there and I scratch your shell, huh? Let's see. What do you think? Am I get a right spot? Oh, what do you think there, buddy? Oh, is that the spot? Oh, I must have a good spot there. They have feeling in the dark circles of their shell, and they will just stand up and, I call it dancing. They'll stand up and do this for as long as my fingers hold out. We try with a hairbrush sometimes, but I think sometimes maybe it bothers them. But this is their back rub. If I could just get somebody to give me a back rub like this. But we like to make everybody happy here. This is a sanctuary for animals, and they are not locked in cages and they're not put in barns somewhere. This sanctuary is my entire house. Every room in this house is committed to 1 or 2 or 3 different kinds of animals, and I just feel that for animals to feel loved and do well, that they need to be part of a home and a family. And that's why we do what we do with our house. Right, Tootsie? Right? Yes. Yes, he goes, oh, that's a good back rub. Yeah, that's a good back rub. And he's very, very powerful. He can dig a hole under a fence very quickly with these feet. And he fortunately doesn't break these bars because they're steel welded. But he has a little heat pad here, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's all UV lights up under here because he needs to have proper UV lighting to get his vitamin D to digest his food. And look at that dust. Look at that dust. And like I say, he loves kale. This time of year the grass has started to come up, so we're adding the grass in for him to get used to when he goes outside, because then his diet will switch off of store-bought foods to just natural grass, which is a big money saver in the summer months. DT, DT, come over here. DT, come. What are you doing, DT? This DT has to be in the middle of everything. Right, DT? You need to be in part of everything here. So, but yeah, we love our tortoises, we love our cats. The cats adore the tortoises when the kittens, well, every now and then when we have kittens, and they're out in this room, then the kittens find the tortoise to be an amazing thing to climb on, and Tootsie doesn't care, and next thing you'll know, you'll see the turtle walking across, and there's a kitten sitting on its back as it's walking.
What made you decide to open your house to all these animals? It's
well,
amazing.
It only started with just a few. And then the need just is so critical out there for older animals or animals that are disabled or in need of medical attention or expensive medications, and people don't have either time or the finances to do it. And I mean, it gets quite difficult, especially with a lot of these old animals with all the medications they're on. It gets quite costly. But I don't choose euthanasia for them if I can't afford it, or if it can't be afforded. If we figure out some way to make it work. And I feel every animal should have a chance to live out its life fully, even if it is sick or disabled. Here, want some more? It still has plenty of time and hopefully some quality of life. And I want to provide the best quality it can have. And maybe it's only a couple months at the end of its life, but I wanted to leave this world knowing that it was very well loved, and that maybe I made a little bit of a difference in their life. It's good, huh? It's a lot of work to eat food when you have to stretch your neck out that far. And when he goes out to eat his grass. What do you think, huh? What do you think, Hutch? Hutch, because I love everybody too. And Teddy's probably looking for some grapes over there. He's watching us. I got neglected, yes. They are very, very conscious of what the other one. You want a grape? Here you go. You want a strawberry, huh? You want a grape? What do you think? Huh? You can have it. What do you think, huh? He also likes his back scratched. Do you want me to put it down for you? Do you want me to put it down? He is definitely, when he came, he was very, very timid. Whenever I first even touched him, he would draw back into his shell really, really fast. And he's gotten much, let's keep rolling away there. I don't even think he chewed that one. I think he swallowed that one whole. And they love carrots. They'll actually take their feet and hold the carrot down and take bites out of the carrots.
Do the cats have a favorite turtle?
Most of them like to lay in here with Tootsie because Tootsie doesn't really plow over them. Teddy can very easily just plow right over them. He doesn't. He's not concerned. I think Tootsie's much more courteous of his pen mates. I think Tootsie appreciates the company too because he was a lone tortoise for many, many years till Teddy came along. So I think Tootsie decided that even if it's cats, that they are a good company. And Penelope over there has made a giant mess on the floor, and now she's cleaning it all up for me. Right, Penelope? And the two little guinea pigs are a lot laughing off from their guys. She usually does a pretty good job of cleaning it up. It gets a little slippery though on the towel floor. Are you coming over? Do you think you need some more grapes? Do you think you need some more grapes? Sometimes if you don't have shoes on, Tootsie thinks that your toes might be grapes. Huh? You want that? What do you think? Or you just want to be scratched more? Is that what you want? Do you want some more scratches? Huh? Do you want more scratches? What do you think? Huh? Are you in the mood for more scratches? I think you're going for the grapes, huh? Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, when the back end starts to swing around, then you know that there were more in for the scratches, huh? What do you think, huh? Is that a good spot? Is that a good spot? Well, that must be a good spot, huh? That must be a good spot there. It's gonna climb on my lap. You're gonna climb on my lap here, are ya? His back legs and his shell are extremely powerful. He can pull in his front legs and your hand can be stuck in there. What do you think, huh? What do you think? Get both sides back there, huh?
How many hours do you have here total?
I believe it's about 123.
Oh my God. I
Yes.
had no idea.
Yes, we have 123. We have, when dealing with sick, old, and disabled animals, you unfortunately lose some, and we did lose a senior cat that had really bad herpes, and she developed kidney failure. We lost her last week. And then we recently lost a horse who was 41 years old, who had a really bad cyclone pushing disease, and we recently lost him. Oh, Teddy's coming over. Yeah, Teddy's gonna come over. Teddy, you want me to see if you want a back rub? Huh? Teddy's got more of an ass. There you go. Teddy, what do you think? Oh, yeah. Is that good? Huh? Is that good? Oh, yeah. Teddy's got itches today, too, don't you? Yeah. Teddy's got some itches today. Oh, what do you think there, buddy? Huh? What do you think there? I don't know if they make a back scratcher for a turtle other than a person. He's really got some itches today, don't ya? They like to have a bath and have their shell totally cleaned up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Uh-huh. What do you think? Yeah, huh? Is that good? Huh?
He's so excited.
Dancing turtle.
I've never seen him so excited.
Dancing turtles, huh? Yep, dancing turtles. Did I get all the spots, huh? Tootsie's coming over to see now, huh? Tootsie's going, wait, you're getting her practice. Did I get all of them, huh? Is there any more scratches?
I'm just getting jealous.
Oh, a front one, huh? Yep, right there on the front. I didn't get that spot before. No, you don't need a nail file when you do this. You can naturally file all your nails down on a turtle shell, huh? Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Huh? What do you think? What's the matter, Tootsie? Are you getting jealous? Huh? Are you getting jealous? I'm getting jealous and I'm scratching Teddy's back. What do you think, huh? Is that good? He has a hump on his shell here. He obviously didn't have total proper nutrition when he was a youngster. And if their nutrition is not correct, they'll end up with pyramids. Each one of these can develop into a tall pyramid. And he has a couple of pretty high pyramids. You can always tell a very healthy sulcata if their shell is more smoothly round than with points sticking up. Huh. Right, you got some points there, buddy, don't you?
How long do they live for?
They're supposed to live for a couple hundred years.
A couple hundred? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Most of these animals probably will outlive me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think in captivity, I'm sure something is totally different. But I think I had read once that, I mean, well over 100, if not close to 200 years. And then, of course, you know, it all depends on nutrition and everything that they're exposed to. But in a while, they should end up, I believe, 250 to 300 pounds also. So we still have a long way to go in growing. And at that point, I need a forklift to carry him out. He has a wagon that he uses. I lift him over this bar and then out the side door here, and then he has a wagon, and I roll him in the wagon to his pen, and then I just lift him out of his wagon.
Do you have a favorite?
Tootsie's definitely my favorite, but I've had him a long time. And I know Penelope. And, I mean, he comes right over to me, and I kind of can look and know if he's in a bad mood or a good mood. Not that they get in really good or bad moods, but this one has a totally different personality. Totally, just very, very active, and where Tootsie's kind of more laid back and just kind of wants to. Tootsie would love to hang out with a person all day long. Yeah. Just so much work to eat, isn't it? Just to get that.
Struggle.
Yeah, get that throat over that bottom. They have to clear this shell on the bottom for them to even reach any food. But I guess, and then see they close up really tight ow.
Oh, wow.
See, they can trap your hand in there, and I mean it closes really fast, really tight, and that's how they protect themselves if a predator is getting them.
Wow. All right, and you guys have some other animals in the barn, right?
We do, yes.
All right, we'll just check those out in a few minutes.
Okay.